Hello everyone, it is Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Firstly, big shouts to Sal, Spiro, and Oscar, my mates from work who I was out drinking with tonight. And so hopefully my gameplay is not too affected by a little bit of alcohol. I think I'll be fine. It's been a few hours now since I was drinking, but I'm over in Japan soon, so there's no time to be delaying episodes at the moment. Also, I'm going to flash up on screen the dates of my meetups in Japan. If you're Japanese and watching the video, do hit one of them up. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think. And I'm really excited to get going on Friday. Okay, so we're starting this episode just outside the top 50 and number 55 in the world. Pretty good stuff, I must say, and obviously the pressure is on today to make more strides because last episode was huge and the episode before that was huge. Let's see if fast tactics, good sleep, which I did have last night, can lead to another victory here. So, here is our first opponent, highly rated. And I don't mind what we're seeing here. Seems like India or something like that here. Obviously the tactic is not to move much here, but let's see if we can find some Hindi language here, just to confirm that it is going to be somewhere in the north here. And our opponent guesses that looks like Hindi, so yeah, we should be good to go in India, which is over here and inside New Delhi shortly. And it was indeed New Delhi. Very good stuff indeed. Okay, so opponent, apparently from Belarus, interesting, and definitely a good background, good rating, so definitely could pose us some problems here. But next one here is going to be somewhere in Iceland. It's fairly grassy here. This should ring a bell to me. I'm looking to see if there's anything familiar. It doesn't really though, so I was thinking maybe this kind of area over here where it kind of goes in a bit inland. The road angle is not too bad for that. I could definitely see it being some places over there. I think I will go for that, honestly. Maybe, I'm not sure if that road has coverage. I think I'll just go for it. Regardless, like, Iceland's not going to be too huge damage here, and I'm more keen to get to the later rounds, and our opponent may be finding useful clues, so it's good to just go quickly here. It was just Reykjavik there, interesting. Inside the hills, I guess that's why there were so many trees, and we actually do take 700 points damage there, so a little bit of a silly guess, perhaps. I mean, Iceland I definitely improved on, but yeah, to be fair, that wasn't too much going on in that round. Next one here, we got green plates. I think this is going to be somewhere in Bangladesh, right? This their attire seems very Bangladeshi. Is this a repeat? I feel like we had a very similar round, and I mean it should be. If this is a repeat, it wasn't Dakar, but the next one over, like this one or something, or like this one. But I think we have to go by Dakar on such a huge highway, right? And okay, good thing we did, because it was in Feni instead. Interesting stuff there, all the way to Chittagong, and it's only 28 points of damage, so yeah, not the greatest start here, but that's fine, we're still chilling. This one should be somewhere in Mexico. I think we can go rather quickly here. This all looks very Mexico City. And we do have a pink taxi there, so we can just go in here. I mean, the chances of our opponent not knowing this are very, very low indeed, given we have that pink taxi, but, you know, there's always a possibility and the hope that they go maybe Monterey or something like that, and we make up some damage. Regardless, our opponent should get it right, and they do indeed. I guess we could have guessed more towards the hill there. It did kind of feel like foothills, but to be fair, actually, Mexico City is kind of surrounded by hills more or less, so wouldn't have been too useful. Next one here, we're driving right. And are we in Spain, maybe? Spain feels good, although this is going to be somewhere in Tunisia. Now, I didn't think too south here. So, yeah, I mean, we can just line up the road angle here and kind of pick something that fits more or less over here. Now, what road angle would actually fit, you know? It is a bit concerning here. I guess, I'm just going to hedge at middle here because I'm not really quite sure where this is. Yeah, vibes were more towards south, but if you look, it is very dry. So yeah, probably middle. Probably middle just fits rather nicely here as well. And I could even see south, because the road angle does kind of fit something over there. Ooh, a really nice 5k from our opponent there. Crazy stuff. Gotta give him that crazy face back. That is crazy, man. Anyway, next one here, we got the double damage. I'm feeling a bit silly off the alcohol, apparently. Okay, next one here, yeah, gonna be somewhere in Norway, I thought. Now, what does that say? Nesbyen. Definitely Norway, right? And I would say somewhere this kind of area here. We can actually look quickly for Nesbyen. I do think it's probably more like this kind of region here, but I could be completely wrong about that. Let's maybe just like, well, we could just guess here. I'm just trying to like get the vibe more so here. Yeah, trees don't feel too far north. I could definitely say that. Houses as well. So yeah, I'm actually going to hedge it like a little bit further, like down towards this stuff here. 2 times damage. The game really starts now. And yeah, we could lose a lot here, although I like where I guessed for these trees, probably even a bit further south, maybe around Oslo. Yeah, and it was closer to Oslo, definitely. Yeah, not too bad there. Our opponent has definitely been consistently better than us so far, but it didn't really matter so far, because we were in that lower damage phase of the game. Next one here, we got a yellow plate. This could be France then for that reason. Probably Luxembourg. It is Luxembourg. I saw a Luxembourgish kind of street sign there, so it's good to go quickly, because Luxembourg can be a bit difficult, but that's definitely a Luxembourgish sign. So, Given that, one funny thing I think with Luxembourg, sometimes I feel like letting the guess go for a little bit and just kind of like letting the other opponent kind of like overthink it is almost better than insta-guessing, because insta-guessing kind of makes them think that you knew it was easy, and so then they know it has to be easy, so they go Luxembourg. I don't know, that might be very warped logic, but it's something I thought of. Give the video a like, by the way, if you're enjoying it so far. But here we are in Guatemala. Do we have any car meta here? None that I'm really familiar with. We should probably check this sign, shouldn't we? Guatemala is to our west there, so I guess we could check for this other place. It is 3 times damage. Rio something, Rio Hole, and the other place, not really too sure. So are they bigger places? Probably not, in which case I will just go like here. This should be fine, technically. And it was all the way west there, so yeah, our opponent sees the same sign, goes to the same kind of guess there. And we do our first points of the game, actually, all the way round 8, and our opponent had really been dominating us so far. Next one here is going to be somewhere in Bermuda. You know what, this is actually all really good, because we're kind of running up the multipliers while we have that disadvantage. This really benefits us. Even though, to be fair, the difference is not that much. We didn't lose too many points. That was up in St. George's in Bermuda. Pretty cool place. I couldn't say I really want to go there, because like, what, it's more just like a place where you go to chill out or tax evade, but yeah, I mean, it does look kind of cool. Next one here, is it Germany? Yeah, I think so. So we should actually go for like maybe a plate code here or something like that. What's this? Ooh, that's not the Berlin sign. Blue ones like that. Oh man, I think it's Ruhr maybe, but I don't know where you find that one. I think you go Ruhr here though. Yeah, I do think so. Do I think so? Yes, I do. I'm going for it. It's not Frankfurt, and it's not Munich. I don't think it's Nuremberg. I think they have different ones in Nuremberg. It could be Stuttgart, but I don't think so. And then I don't think it's this stuff over here. So I think we're good here. We'll see. And it was Dortmund there. Okay, good to remember those German signs if you can, because they are all pretty much different from one another. Opponent yet again out-hedges us, so a very intense first game here for sure. Next one here, 4.5 times damage. We appear to be somewhere in Cambodia. This is a big city too, so we should be in Phnom Penh here. I think I would just go for it. Although we have signs all about, maybe I should check them. I would go here. Let's see what we missed. Okay, opponent basically 5Ks, but again, we're just running up the multis here. This has potential to be the longest game of the series. 20 rounds, I believe, is the record so far, and we keep on getting easy country after easy country. Here we are in Kampala. The amount of easy countries has been absolutely ridiculous. This would be like the best seed. I mean, look at Kuwaiti has basically not dropped a single point in 12 rounds, and not to mention that I haven't dropped many either, so it's actually quite a crazy game so far, and I'm like, wow, I was hoping to play some 800 rated players and just grind some 1-point games, but instead we're right into the deep end. This is Finland. We got 3, so that would that make it Sweden? I don't know, we got bilinguality here, okay. Is this south or is this west? I think I got more of a south vibe, but west is still very possible. Okay, we should actually maybe go for a sign here. I don't know. Like, there's so many points on offer. It's 5.5 times damage, and we don't see anything there. Okay, it is a bit hilly here. What does that make me think of? I'm hardly sure. What about this here? It's still bilingual, yeah. For sure it is. Okay, maybe one. Oh, this is like kind of, yeah, interesting coverage. Oh, what does that say? Nobina. Nobina? And what does this say? Ooh, what does that say? Helsinki. It must be Helsinki. Let's go for it, let's go for it, let's go for it. Okay, baby. Surely that's Helsinki. HSLHRT. I mean, we have to go for it, right? And I think it feels good. It's a bigger city here. We're in the suburbs, and we got bilingual signs. That also, I think you can see that in Helsinki for sure. So I'm feeling good. We'll see what this ends up being. And oh my goodness, yes, guys, that was great. We even plonked the right side of the city. However, opponent just goes nearby, so actually must have found the bus as well, or just something else. But a bit frustrating. Still, we can be happy with that. Next one, 6 times damage. And we are in, what is that, .at? Is it really Austria? Must be here. And this kind of winterish coverage, I would say that we were in Austria, yeah. And I would say we're nearby the capital, surely. Yeah, this, like, almost feels very, like, Hungarian architecture, so I would definitely say west here, for sure. And just outskirts of Vienna? Surely. I mean, I'm still kind of almost worried that was like we're in a different country here somehow, but we saw German, so I'm going to go for it here. Vienna, I mean, opponent will likely go Vienna himself. But, oh, it says Linz there is to our, like, what was that? Ooh, Linz is to our south, huh? Maybe we're over in Linz. I don't know. Like, on the intersection, you can never know the directions. And it was just outside Linz. Damn, if we had seen that, we could have won the duel right there. I'm not even joking. That's how big the damage is right now. We're on to round 15, though, guys. And, okay, it probably ends here. It's rural. Is it Korea, though? If it's Korea, it might not end. But no, it is maybe Brazil or something. Here's the car. It's the white car. Interesting. Okay, this is where I really need to think. What is this pole looking like? Wooden pole. So, are we in Peru? Probably, here. So, plates here would suggest what? That's a fairly interesting plate there. Just trying to think. Pucallpa? Could it say Pucallpa? Not really thinking so, but I think Pucallpa is pretty flat. And are we in, okay, we're in Philippines here, I think. Yeah, should be Philippines. Okay, so we go Luzon here, I think. I mean, gosh, guys, I'm actually a little bit lightheaded still. This is not the greatest. Okay, let's go back here. Does everything fit for Philippines? Just over this direction here. Can we find some English, please? Welcome. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I think we go here. I think that's really the vibe I got. Like, these pine trees should be north. Okay, we win here, I think, if our opponent doesn't get the right vibe. And they may not, because it took me a while, but maybe it's just, we 5K. Let's go, baby. Come on, that's huge. That is huge. That is huge. GG's to our opponent there. And just the 5K. That is beautiful. 12 points. Oh my gosh, guys. This is actually nutty. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Back into the top 50 in the first time in forever, and a new PB by a mile, guys. That was such a huge way to start the episode. Wow, and look at this. We're starting to get to the places where we have big jumps between ELO. Because look, we're number 49, 1450, and then only a few spots lower, it's 1442. So yeah, even one ELO gains here would like put us above Ning. Like a 5 ELO game will put us above Ning. This is huge stuff. So, can't say I'm the most clear-headed right now, but hey, we won against a fairly high-rated opponent here. Here we're against another fairly high-rated opponent. Let's see what happens here in, is it Australia or America? Should be America with this pickup truck. And we have yellow plates there. That's interesting. So then, we have multiple yellow plates here. I didn't think this was New York. But it should be California, right? I don't know what the deal with those yellow plates is. So, I mean, let's just go down the road here a little bit. I actually don't want to screw this up. US is huge. It is California plates, and it feels like Bay Area almost. Southwest storage. Yeah, Southwest, I mean, yeah, should be. Do you go Bay Area or do you go LA here? That's the kind of the question, isn't it? Just want to get one look at the landscape here. And I'm not entirely sure. We should just guess here, really. It does kind of look like Australia, and we do have the Cali flag there. And sheesh, I don't know. I think it's actually LA. Oh, but I could hedge between. No, that's silly. I'll go LA here. Yeah, but it's one of the two. It just kind of reminds me of Adelaide, and Bay Area always reminds me of Adelaide, so maybe it is just San Fran here. One of the two, for sure. But I don't know what the deal is. Okay, it was San Diego, never mind. I don't know what the deal is. Though, with those yellow plates. If you know what those were about, do tell me, because that's kind of interesting. Would be good knowledge to have, no doubt. Next one here feels Bolivian, probably just capital, probably La Paz. Do we have nipple tops on the lights here? We should have nipple tops on the lights. We do. And in that case, I think I would go in the capital. Yeah, I would. And we do have big mountains to our north there, so that would definitely fit. And our opponent's going to go there as well, no doubt. Let's just send it in here. And indeed, we were there. We actually picked the suburb there. It's kind of crazy. But of course, no real damage done. And so, man, I mean, we can't say we've been playing badly. We actually were pretty consistent, but I do feel a bit out of whack. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. This one is going to be somewhere in Denmark, and I guess I just hedge center here. I don't really feel like going for much more. Pays off definitely. Or slightly closer than our opponent here. I don't think this is going to be a long episode. I think just one or two more duels here, and then we should be fine. Okay, this is the white car. White car is found like south and west in Senegal, so I would go like around here, I think, and that should be okay. Like, even though this is very dry, we have quite dense vegetation, so I would kind of think that more southern half, and it was indeed south, actually, just very dry for the south. But yeah, definitely denser vegetation as you get further towards the equator. Okay, next one there is going to be something 1.5 times damage European with the antenna, kind of a Croatian-looking house here. It's looking Poland, though, with these poles, I would assume, or actually Lithuania. Yeah, it should be Lith here. Let's get to the intersection here, so Lith still feeling great. It feels like Poland, so I would just go Lithia. I guess there's still the possibility of the other countries. I mean, like, yeah, Estonia is possible, but it just looks like Poland, so surely Lithuania is the play here with those poles. Like, you wouldn't ever see those, like, plain square poles in Poland. They always have holes in them, essentially. And it was just Vilnius there. Opponent doesn't do a bad guess at all, but it is going to be decent damage for us. Definitely feel that this opponent's a bit weaker than the last one. Definitely still playing nicely, of course, but... Ooh, here we have some Mongolia, not my strongest country. What's the car here? Very, like, interesting one. I would say I would go Ulaanbaatar here. Yeah, I would. I think I'm just going to go straight for it here, not let the opponent get anything more. It doesn't feel like a huge city. We do have high-rises, though, so you basically don't really see that anywhere else in the whole of Mongolia, I assume. And, well, I guess Ulaanbaatar, it's not even the biggest city, to be fair. It's probably the same size as Adelaide or something like that. Fact check me in the comments. Maybe it's like, I don't know, is it like 2 million or 1.5 or something like that, maybe. Anyway, next one here, we're back at it. We got the orange, we got the green box here. What's the road angle? Something like that. Okay. So the green box is normally found like around this direction here, but it can actually be on that kind of east-west road here as well. Maybe we're kind of like around here. This should be fine. Now, how far out do we think we are? I think this guess is fine. We'll go for it. And, ooh, we 5k'd. Very nice indeed. So, definitely putting on some nice guesses in this game for sure. And that's 1.5k damage, just based on lining up the road angle and looking in the box in the back window. It does actually go for a fair distance there, so we still had to guess a bit as well. This is Kenya, and it is western with this car, surely. And I don't really get too much other than that. Now, does our opponent know the Gen 3 Kenya cars? We'll see. Okay, it was just a bit further south there, so nothing too bad for our opponent. Now, I'm really just hoping we fade US, because obviously US is going to definitely benefit our opponent. This feels like Bulgaria to me immediately. I don't know why. These apartment buildings. I would probably just go for it if I don't see anything on this intersection here. Yeah, this is almost certainly there. Or is it actually... I want to see actually a pole top, because it could still be well, it is actually Turkey here. So, Ankara or what? Because we have the Turkish Google car here. So I want to get to a street sign and see if this is the Ankara streets. That's a red one, and I don't recognize that. It could be the new Ankara street sign though. So I wanted to get some Generation 3 here. This is actually one where moving is worth it for sure. And we can also look for any address or something like that. I'm really feeling moving here. Now, Ankara is still probably better than Istanbul, although maybe Istanbul could be decent here too. What's it say? Ooh. Okay, didn't get it. So we go Ankara here. Let's hope for the best. The new red, oh, it was Istanbul. Yeah, red street signs. That's huge damage, obviously. Not enough to knock us out, but yeah, it wasn't Ankara street signs, but the new ones in Generation 4 are different, so I got a bit confused, and we just couldn't get into any Generation 3, which maybe should have been a clue. Next one here, we got black backs of the signs there. And I think this is actually Sweden, really. Okay, so let's actually go for this sign. This is essential. And we are near Göteborg. Is not Gothenburg, it's Göteborg. We gotta find this. I don't think it's north. I think, oh wait, let's actually get the vibe for the surroundings. It's a bit hilly, and yeah, that's about it, right? I mean, it feels southern to me. Göteborg. Is it like, it's not Gotland itself, I believe, no. We don't have any, like, sign. Oh, man. I don't know if we should actually let our opponent scan here. I thought it was just around here. I'm just thinking of Gothenburg, I'm sure of it. Maybe it is somewhere up here. Opponent's just doing the same thing as us. I don't really know. I think I got a head sheet, guys. What about the other place? Kungsbacka. That's such a strange name, no? What about another intersection here? Göteborg, Kungsbacka. We actually may... Ooh, what about the, this bus stops can be helpful, guys. Even though I don't know them. What, did I go in the wrong direction here? What am I doing? Oh, no. Okay, what about this? What about this? Ooh, the 158, the 158. Let's go. 158, 158, 158. Oh, it's too small. But what about 58? We could try for the 5s. Try for 5s. Where's the 5s? Okay, okay. Maybe I'll just go here. What about 5s over here? 6s there. Göteborg? Örebro? I don't know. What about landscape again here? Feels kind of warm, but at the same time, I couldn't say much more than that. I'm going here because we saw corn. It shouldn't be too far north here. It could be deep south. I could easily see that. And I don't know where those signs we were trying to look at or the bus stops went. But okay, that's okay. I mean, we should be okay here. It's rocky as well, maybe a bit further west, but it could actually be Stockholm area as well. So, yeah. Oh, he doesn't guess. Thank goodness, guys. Well, he does get 0 meters away. Okay, what? Gee. Wow. Yeah, we shouldn't have let that one hang on for so long, I guess. Oh man, the dude disrespected us by getting 0 meters away. So where's Göteborg here? Oh, don't tell me that's just how you say Gothenburg. No. No, bro, we even had the rocky landscape and everything. And the bro just disrespected us, bro. I can't believe I made that mistake. That's so simple. And come on, man. And dude, if he didn't 5k, we were surviving, so that's actually just so rough. And then the turkey blunder beforehand, I guess we kind of deserved it there, but... Okay, one more duel for the day. Let's see if we can at least gain back what we had there. Ah, bro. Oh my gosh, guys. I cannot believe that is such a blunder. Dude, the Swedes must have been cringing so hard just then. I'm so sorry. That must be one of the all-time worst videos, but we can blame it on the Tipsians though. But yeah, out of all my rounds, that must be one of the least proud ones. So here we are in presumably in Peru, the Lima. Excellent. Okay. Well, I wasn't quite sure. It's normally going to be Lima when you have this kind of landscape, this kind of smog in the sky and everything, but it's sometimes worth checking, especially because you know, Peru is a big country, and you can drop quite a few points. So, our opponent also gets it, which is literally 0 surprise. Actually, a Japanese opponent, maybe they'll come to the meetup. If you come to the meetup, you got to tell me that it was you that I was facing on this game. Maybe that's a bit, you know, presumptuous to assume any Japanese random person would be coming to my meetup, but hey, I can dream. Next one here is northeastern US here, I would say, although I guess it could still be south. That little, like, what would you say that thing is? That kind of flag out the front. Ooh, this is interesting now. Yeah, surely this, like, bright red. Yeah, this definitely feels like up here. Like, I wasn't quite sure if it could be Southern Pines as well, but this kind of bright red autumn coverage, definitely New England. Well, when I say definitely, you know, maybe not always, and that one ends up actually being in New Jersey. But still, got the right vibe there, and our opponent gets a nice guess as well, so everyone's happy. Okay, next one here, gonna be somewhere whereabouts. I don't know what this pole is just yet. Maybe a Romanian pole. Everything feels rather Hungarian, though, with the kind of winter coverage. So let's get to the intersection here. Yeah, should be, and I guess I would go... Utsa, yeah, definitely Hungary. I guess I would go further towards Romania just because it reminded me of that initially, but it could just be actually Budapest here, and wouldn't be surprised about that at all. I mean, it does kind of feel like a bigger suburb, so I guess we'll find out soon enough. We don't have, oh, it probably says the name of the town there. Yeah, okay, it was outskirts of Budapest. We didn't have the kind of Roman numerals that you normally get on Budapest street signs, but regardless, our opponent outplonks us going near the capital there. And now we're on damage control mode. We have to win this. This should be India. Now, do we have many palms? This doesn't feel quite right for Delhi, but it also doesn't feel quite right for South either. So I guess we got to go for a bit more here. Now, what's the kind of vegetation like here? Ooh, interesting. I don't really get too much off this round, to be honest. Like over here and over here. Yeah, my instinct is to go south, but I still feel like actually going for extra info here would be good, because our opponent, all they need to do is find some language, and then they're, you know, beating us. So I would like, especially if this was Maltese, I would definitely go for some language, but on this one, I think I just still try and find something, because India's so populated, right? We can always find something like that, being more kind of like a southern language here, I would say. And it's normally near Chennai. Like, it can be, like, anywhere. Like, it can be, like, around Tamil Nadu. And the other one that they have is Ahmedabad. But this is not that, so we should be southern here. Especially looking at this palm, yeah. And this is definitely southern language. So, yeah, we're Gucci here. We are Gucci, I'm pretty sure. And indeed, it was Bengaluru instead, just west of it. And our opponent goes in Thailand. We probably could have insta-guessed and got just as many points off him. But, hey, that's a good result. It's a good result. Okay, next one here. Lesotho kind of vibe here. Yeah, we should just go for it here. I believe this is capital. It could be further... Ooh. Why am I zooming in Eswatini? I believe this is capital. It could be further north. I don't think it's further south. But I would say capital is most likely. So that's kind of my vibe here. We'll see if I'm right about that. Yeah, this is kind of a big city. So yeah, should be Masaru, really. Especially with the kind of hills interspersed and then like flat plains. I like it. And it was actually a bit further north there. We were looking at Vicksburg as well. And our opponent goes actually all the way over in Botswana. So we're really in the commanding seat here. All we need to do is dodge some Trekker. And I feel like we might win here because this is the Christmas Island car. And to be fair, there's not many clues to get that this is Christmas Island if you don't know that. I mean, looking at the vegetation, you could even think it was Russia with these cabbage things. But yeah, you could even think this is like a whole bunch of different things. So, I mean, we do have an Oz bollard, so yeah, that probably helped out. Although, to be fair, if our opponent got it, they probably knew the good old, you know, Carmetta. Okay, next one here. Oh, wait, Angkor Wat here, I believe so. Although I actually do roughly know where Angkor Wat is these days, so I think I'll just go for it here. Is like around here. Is it here? Yeah, I'm just gonna go there. That might not be the actual exact spot, but yeah, it looks close enough. Yeah, there's Angkor Wat. Okay, so hopefully this is correct. I mean, there are other places in Cambodia that can look like this, but I'm pretty sure it is Cambodia with this architecture and this kind of cool, old stuff. Surely, and it was indeed Angkor Wat. Our opponent is a bit of a geography buff, apparently, or just a duels player and knew where it was, which is, I'm glad I finally know where Angkor Wat is, to be fair. Okay, next one here is going to be somewhere in Switzerland. Do we have anything to do with the canton or something here? We have a big ridge north, and not too much south here, but we should find some language, surely. Okay, I guess we're going this way. Vibes. Ooh, house feel a bit Italian, did it? Okay, let's go for some language here then. But it's probably just German. I would anticipate. Okay, what about this? No language on the sign? Okay. Oh man, it won't even let us get close to that. It's kind of annoying. Swiss flag. Okay. Yeah, so even this is illegible. The whole camera is kind of blurry here. I actually want to go because our opponent should know where we are, roughly. Oh wow, this is all broken. Interesting. So yeah, we're actually lacking completely any language here. We have to go down that street. Obviously, last time we went down a street like this, it didn't, or like last time we tried to do a lot of moving, it didn't really pay off for us. And we can't get close enough to this sign, apparently. It's okay. What about these ones? Surely we have some German. Just show us some German so we can know that we can guess in the most part of the country. And we have, maybe German. That's really hard to say. If that's, I don't know. Okay, what's that? German. I mean, is it German? I don't know. We have to get our marker down here. Well, it looks like I'm just going middle. Oh no, it was French. Man, that was actually such a struggle to find anything here. We could have knocked him out even. Yeah, well, no, we couldn't have really. But what an annoying little round there. This just shows why I shouldn't really be moving, because even if I'm like moving to find good clues, like I'm just finding them slower than other people anyway, ultimately, a lot of the time. The next one here should, I actually want to go to an intersection here because this is Nordic, but I didn't work out what yet. We have what looks to be probably a, yeah, this is definitely somewhere in Norway, Finland, as I plonk on Finland, because we have the T and Q endings on the street signs here. Now, I think my plonk is fine. I don't exactly know where this is, but somewhere central southern should be good. And well, we both plonked pretty close there, near Tampere. And it is going to be a bit of damage, nothing too crazy. So our opponent is actually hanging on to round number 10 here. So things get scary, especially if we're in the US like I think we are. So I actually no, it's just temporary lines. That's good. Okay, so what do we have here? .pl. Okay, we just plonk to save our lives here, or just he has to plonk to save his life really. Shenzhen is here, and Berlin is also on the way. So yeah, we should. I mean, it's in North. Do we actually have the name here? A6. Yeah, A6. Okay. I'm just getting to there. It should be close enough, and our opponent probably found the town already, so I probably should have just insta-plonked, but I'm assuming we're not, like, all the way over here. Yeah, like, yeah, we're in the right area, because there's, like, a lot of these town names. Could even be a bit further south, but it looked like A6 is nearby, so I like it. And indeed, we were just right on the edge of Szczecin. Yeah, yeah, I guess I improved my pronunciation, but the guess was not that good. Okay, next one here. Well, not that much better. Next one here is going to be somewhere in Kyrgyzstan. Look for the car meta here. Nothing to speak of, I believe. Yeah, that's annoying. Okay, well, we got the North Mirror. We've got big-ish mountains both sides here. We're going east to west. And I should say we should get in here somewhere. So this kind of feels really good here, doesn't it? So let's see the road angle. Yeah, it does feel really good. I'm going to go right there. The mountains were kind of like the mountains here are kind of small. So yeah, I feel like we kind of 5k'd here. I feel like this is the right area. If not, it's always Caracol. Whenever I think it's this and it's not, it's Caracol. Okay, we were in the right area there. Is that enough to take him out? I think it should be. And yeah, surely that is. Okay, GG's. So there we go. I mean, we gained 1 point there. Obviously, we're down on the episode, man. It is a little bit annoying. It is a little bit annoying to end like that. But hey, still pretty good. And yeah, really the downfall is not knowing that that was Gothenburg and then moving. What can you do, guys? That was still a fun episode. And yeah, thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. So guys, till next time, and goodbye.